Bro, what are you doing?
What? Spooky season. Trying to set the mood with an evil, spooky laugh.
You sound foolish right now, bro.
What, it's not working? Not feeling it?
Numb. Absolutely nothing. That's not it, buddy.
Look, let me have this. This is the only time I can get away with this laugh, so dang it, I'ma laugh. You feel me? You smell me?
Bro, just open the lounge.
Fine. Welcome everyone to my...
Nope, can't do that voice either.
Fine. Damn. Welcome back everyone. It's spooky season, so I figured this would be a fine time to jump into the spirit of things and bring a Halloween-esque themed lounge, where today we'll be discussing my anxiety-filled experience with this show Yamishibai, aka Theater of Darkness. This was a first time for me, as I rarely seek out horror/spooky anime shows, mainly because I feel as though it's one of the toughest genres to pull off, and I rarely find myself actually feeling anything close to being scared. And then I fucked up by binging episodes of this damn show. In my chase for that feeling of gripping fear and authentic panic, I found myself deep in the clutches of this evil narrator, spinning his web of twisted tales and tangling the viewers, making them feel trapped. It's over? Just like that? I need another one. I have to see what's next, I say to myself as I slightly turn my head, just to be sure I was still alone. And with that being said, welcome everyone to my humble abode. Grab a drink, make sure it's cold. We're talking about anime, new and old. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Nope, do it regular.
Party pooper, everyone grab a seat, pop in those headphones, immerse yourself, and welcome to my anime lounge. Now I know what you're thinking.
Funny, is it even that scary?
And I could sit here and tell you, no, it's not.
Stop the cap.
Yamishibai, if I'm even saying that right,
You not.
is this picture-style animation of Japanese horror stories based on urban legends and rumors throughout Japanese history. You know, stuff like long-haired ghost women, curses and omens, you know, usual ingredients. It's a series of short stories that is narrated by this fucking guy.
寄ってらっしゃい見てらっしゃい闇芝居の時間だよ
I made a mistake.
Yeah, imagine being on a playground and this guy just sitting there talking about, hey, you want to hear a scary story? Like, no, bro, I'm leaving. Unless you're here selling ice cream, then maybe I'll hear you out. I'll take my chances for an ice cream sandwich, no doubt.
It is what it is.
Whoever they got to voice act this character deserves an award, because even though he only says like 4 sentences each episode, he effortlessly sets the tone of the story with his calm, somewhat alluring voice that somehow has an element of caution. You want to turn away, but you just gotta see what happens. You gotta see what happens next. You have to hear the story. And man, this shit gets insane. So each story only runs about 3 to 5 minutes, which provides you with digestible, fun-sized stories. Each story ends on such an oh shit! And right when you hit that high, that peak, once you're at the top of that coaster ready for the drop, it's over.
おしまい
And it's gone.
And the only thing you want to do is click on the next episode, because now you're chasing that emotional peak again, which showed me just how excellent this structure was. This is a show where you shut off the lights, gather around with your buddies, or even go at it alone if you're brave, and immerse yourself into the dark lore of these horror legends. So I decided I'm going to point out some of the stories that really stood out for me, ones that got a reaction or just felt genuinely creepy, and that creepiness is felt all over in this short story called Family Rule. The story is about a boy in this country who walks in on his grandfather and his father talking about holding some ritual called Calm by Laughter. This ritual is designed to protect them from something supernatural that feeds on sadness and fear, and the only way to keep it away is to laugh. Literally all day and night. And it was at this point I learned that these stories get fucking ruthless because the father sees the son and tells him that everyone is gonna gather in the grandfather's room tonight and you need to go sleep by yourself.
Hell no! No! For what? For what?
Bro, this dude is ruthless. Man's really just basically sacrificed his kid while him and everyone else go laugh their asses off to save themselves from this entity. The kid even looked at him like, really? That's what we doing now? You know it's a cold-blooded moment because you couldn't see his eyes through his glasses when he said it. What really shook me in this episode was the actual visual of this ritual taking place, because after hearing everyone laughing, the kid peeks into the room, and then we get exposed to what could only be described as if everyone was hit with that Joker laughing gas and was made to watch the tape from The Ring all at once. Shit was terrifying, and the ending was even more ruthless. If there's one thing you can count on with these stories, it's a nice little added twist that drives the story into an entirely different destination, one that may be even more unsettling than what you originally thought. Such is true for this short story called Contradiction. When I saw the title, I was immediately looking for the lies. The story was about this chick who gets a call from one of her friends in the middle of the night, no less. So you already know it's finna be some bullshit going on here. She's panicked. Something's wrong. The girl on the phone tells her that she and her boyfriend decided to go to a haunted, deserted hospital. Now let me stop the story right there for a second. This immediately made me think about those ghost hunting shows where the people go around to these haunted places with the cameras trying to catch these ghosts slipping, and then they really be surprised when something actually happens. Like, the fuck were y'all expecting? A handshake? Them ghosts trying to be chill and y'all show up with these bright lights and cameras and start yelling and shit.
Stop it.
I'd be mad too. So the boyfriend runs in the hospital and enters a room. When he comes out of the room, he's different. Something's off. He looks lifeless. So she ran, leaving him at the hospital. She then asks if she can come over, and just as she says that, there's a knock on the door. It's the boyfriend. He tells the same story, but the roles are reversed. Mayumi, the friend on the phone, was the one who entered the room and started acting weird. One story on the phone, another at her door. Who does she believe? Ooh, I told you this shit get juicy, and I won't spoil the ending, but it definitely has a creepy conclusion. I only wanted to talk about this one because of the disrespect. This story is about a family who are out birthday shopping for their son. But then the father gets called in for work, and the mother, being a straight up savage, just said, well, since work is more important, we'll celebrate by ourselves.
Get him.
Right in front of the father. I was like, oh no, not like this. Embarrassed, the father gets on the elevator and all hell begins to break loose. The amount of tension built within this elevator is enough to clench your butt cheeks. The ending actually made me rewind just to make sure I actually seen what I had seen, cause ain't no way. This is going to be one of the only ones where I spoil the ending just to give y'all a taste of how savage these stories can get. A quick non-spoiler summary. This woman is looking for help getting a curse that's been passed down from their ancestors removed from her daughter. Already starting off crazy. This curse got my girl blind, her body eroding. She won't last too much longer unless they get this evil up out of here. You feel me? You smell me? So they find a priestess prepared to battle off whatever evil that has possessed the daughter. Now, spoiler warning incoming for how the story actually ends. So they find the priestess, and the priestess successfully removes the curse from the daughter's body. So she's on her way to school, and the mother gets a call from the priestess's assistant informing her that the priestess has passed away and that he has a message to relay to the daughter from the priestess. The mother asks what the message is, and the closing shot of the story is the daughter on her way to school with her friend, and the assistant says, "Sorry, I couldn't help." And then you see the curse creep back up on the daughter's neck. And
おしまい。
man, this show really said fuck them kids. Here's a quick rundown of some more. Story called Overhead Rack generally creeped me out. Had the nasty face on. A story called The Moon. Just wanted to mention this because they called the dude Dookie Suki. Get him. Disrespectful. Bruh, they even got one that involves a ventriloquist puppet. You fuck with puppets? These stories were excellent. And not only the content, but the short length leaves so much to be desired. You have to click on the next one, and next thing you know, you've binged through 2 seasons. Even if you're not actually scared by any of them, you'll still just enjoy seeing these shorts play out, wondering just how twisted the ending is gonna be. An excellent choice for those who are into the whole spooky spirit for the month, even for those who aren't. The stories are savage, bro. Trust me, Dookie Suki is almost like campfire stories. I appreciate you all coming in for a spooky edition of The Lounge.
Stop it.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell to stay tuned for the next session.
But wait, there's more.
Before I go, there was one more story that I wanted to talk about. I had to save this one for last because this was one of the endings that disturbed me the most. It can't be explained. The story was called Tormentor. A group of friends are watching this house where something called a tormentor is supposedly living. One of the boys say that this tormentor is something awful that should not be looked at. So of course the first thing these fools do is pull out a pair of binoculars and try to see what the tormentor is.
You stupid.
One of the friends look through the binoculars and he sees something horrifying.
ねえ、どうしたの？
Something so horrifying that he begins to change. It looked painful, but that's what his ass get for not listening. So
It is what it is.
the other boy goes to visit his friend who just transformed, but the family won't let him see him. They want to hide the horrors. And just as he is turning away to leave, he looks back, thinking he sees his friend. He pulls out the binoculars. He's looking. He sees the father panicking, pointing towards him as if he's yelling a warning. And what came next, I cannot even begin to explain what I saw. Once you see this, you cannot unsee it. Proceed with caution.
なんだろう。何か言って。
Nah, but for real, what was my man's doing? He look like me when I think I feel a bug on me. Hope you all enjoyed. Everybody raise a glass in the air. Here's to anime.